Overgravity is an upcoming multiplayer shooter by CPsoft using Unity 5.0, a cross-platform game engine developed by Unity Technologies and used to develop video games for PC, consoles, mobile devices, and websites. For this review, let me explain a few features of the Unity engine as a whole. With an emphasis on portability, Unity allows specification of texture compression and resolution settings for each platform the game supports, and provides support for bump mapping, reflection mapping, parallax mapping, screen space ambient occlusion, dynamic shadows using shadow maps, render to texture, and full screen post-processing effects. Unity's graphic engine's platform diversity can provide a shader with multiple variants and a declarative fallback specification, allowing Unity to detect the best variant for the current video hardware, and if none are compatible, fall back to an alternative shader that may sacrifice features for performance. Unity is notable for its ability to target games to multiple platforms, from PC and Mac to consoles like the Wii U, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Within a project, developers have control over delivery to mobile devices, web browsers, desktops, and consoles. On top of that, there is also a Unity Web Player, a browser plugin that is supported in Windows and OS X to allow certain games to be played in online browsers. With that said, let us move on to the actual review itself. In Overgravity, the main focus is on online multiplayer as you battle out against various players, up to 32 in a room, in a randomly generated landscape of darkness and space to see which player reigns supreme. There is an option to play offline with AI bots, but it is mainly used for training purposes and even a practice tutorial before the player enters full-on combat. With up to 14 different weapons at your disposal, as well as customizable avatar designs and even choice in music, the game is very player-oriented, giving everyone their own unique look and feel as they play in their own personal rooms, either with friends or random strangers. Although I will admit, the default music is really fun to listen to and gets you pumped for the next match. The graphics are mainly silhouettes of planets and debris on a galactic backdrop, making it seem very simple in design, and yet this stylized choice combined with the music give off this great futuristic atmosphere as you bounce around from planet to planet, avoiding gunfire and zooming past the stars to see one player get horribly decimated by your attacks. My one major nitpick on this is the controls. The game is supported by Xbox 360 controller as well as keyboard and mouse, with the latter being displayed in the options menu for reference. However, the keyboard and mouse controls are a bit clunky and awkward to use compared to the controller, especially in an intense fight. On top of that, there appear to be commands that were implemented to certain control schemes. For example, only the mouse and keyboard option lets your avatar dodge down, while the Xbox 360 controller has the option to leave the designated room. And even then, you have to use the mouse to select whether to leave or not. Weapon selection in particular is awkward, as you can only select with the mouse, even though you can access the weapons menu from both control schemes, which in the midst of a battle is awkward and slows down the player's momentum, which in a game like this is very important. But overall, this game is a blast to play and is very open towards its players while being both visually and audibly stimulating. This game has a lot of potential for a great time amongst all kinds of gamers, and I highly recommend giving it a go. If you like fast-paced multiplayer games with a unique style and lots of customization, this is a title for you. Grab some friends and see who among you can conquer the stars.